guys, it's Issa
and Julie. They were both like coming at us, attacking us.
Hey guys, it's Issa
and Julie,
and today we are talking about what to expect at a horse show.
We both currently do hunter jumper shows,
and at the end I'll talk a little bit about like pony club rallies and how they're different. So let's get started. We always go left first. Oh my gosh, we're so coordinated.
Shut. So first, when you get there, make sure your horse is comfortable before you start unpacking. Make sure they have water and shavings and hay.
When you're done with taking care of them, make sure then like you organize all your tack and unpack it. Everything's just organized. You'll be a lot calmer and like feel more confident.
When you school, make sure you are super aware of your surroundings because you can trust no one and not everyone knows proper arena etiquette, and always be sure to like yell out where you're going. Just like don't be afraid to like talk to others because that could get you in a lot of trouble. And also show your horses their surroundings so they don't spook. Like Zara.
Especially for my horse. When you are schooling, you don't want them to be tired, so don't like overwork them for showing.
Yeah, so just like trot like 2 laps or carry 2 laps and then do some quick jumps and be done. If your horse doesn't get super dirty, I recommend bathing them at home because that just saves time when you're at the show, and you can just like wash the legs or the tail the night before.
So before you leave for like your hotel at the end of the day, make sure that you leave them with plenty of hay, because especially if they're in a stall, like unless your horse is overweight, they get really bored, so they should have extra hay. And also with water buckets, make sure you have 2 because they also drink a lot of water. Just make sure their water is fresh and clean and full, and they have plenty of it.
If you know your horse's legs get stocked up overnight while they're in a stall, you could use stable wrap.
Just have someone check it, give me your trainer or even your friend, just make sure you can like fit a finger in there but it's not too loose.
The next morning when you get there after you've fed them, make sure you hand walk and graze them for at least 10 minutes. When you're hand walking them, it can get really boring and time can like seem to go on like so slowly. So like set a timer on your phone. It's really important for them to get out and stretch their legs, and just horses love grass. So if you can graze them, do that.
And make sure that, I mean, I know and Julie knows too, when you're nervous, like you don't really feel like eating, try to just eat as much food as you can stomach, because if you like just don't eat, you're gonna feel even more sick and nervous. Eat like a hearty meal, don't just eat like sugary cereal. Also drink lots of water.
Stay hydrated, please.
For us, not for you, just for us. So after you hand walk your horse, if you have time, which you should, groom your horse like mega ultra, because then when you need to tack up and like you might be a little rushed, you literally just rush down your horse, detangle their tail and get all the shavings out of their tail and their mane like right after you walk your horse, so you don't have to do it right before your class.
They get like poop stains or something, that's a good time because then they can dry fully.
The timing for like hunter jumper shows is kind of like complicated and not very organized, just because I don't know why. Make sure that you are always on time, so hurry and then wait is like what Julie says.
Hurry up and wait.
So like make sure like you're tacking up early. Be prepared to be waiting a lot at shows.
At most shows they have little like itineraries you can get, and they have like estimated times, but those times are never right. Make sure you're watching like the division or 2 before you, and know how many trips are before like your flat class or your first jumping course, and put your order of go in. I know this is kind of confusing and I really didn't understand it at first, but your order of go, say there's 20 people in class and your order of go is like 6th, then you're going 6th. And there should be people like by the ring. Talk to them, they're really helpful, and talk to your trainer because they're just always helpful. When you're tacking up, make sure you like quickly groom your horse and put all their tack on before you put like your coat and your number and everything on, because you can get dirty while tacking up and you wouldn't want to ruin your show clothes. After you've like tacked up and everything and you're just about to go get on, you can take them out of their stall, and if you can, have someone hold them and brush off their legs and pick their feet.
So typically, at least the horse shows that Julie and I have been to, there is like a big board by the arena and it will have like stapled all the courses.
Make sure you know what classes you're in so you can learn the right courses. So on that little itinerary I talked about, your classes should be numbered.
Usually that area is crowded. Just take a picture with your phone and then walk in like a different direction and then look at it.
If you're a person who sometimes needs a crop or spurs or anything like that, you give them to someone out there, they'll be right there and you can just grab them and put them on really quick and you'll be good to go and not stressed out. And in flat classes, you cannot wear martingales. So I, like at the last show, gave mine to Issa because my flat class was first and then my jumping classes were after. Also in flat classes, go on the quarter line when you're passing the judge because it's kind of hard to really see what you're doing and how you're riding when you're right like on the line. So if you're on the quarter line and they can see your horse like fully and see how you ride fully, so they just like can judge you better.
But if you're really bad, I guess don't do that.
Yeah. Don't do the spiral of death where you just circle and circle and circle because that is horrible.
So at the end of the day, when you're done with all your classes, hose your horse down because chances are they got really sweaty. Make them feel good and then give them, like, let them graze. Just like to give them a reward for like being good, even if they're bad, like just, you know.
Let them calm down.
Yeah. So now I will just give a brief little input on Point Club rallies. The difference between Point Club rallies and like normal horse shows is Point Club rallies, number one, there are absolutely no parents allowed or anyone in the barn. And then another thing about Point Club, during a rally, you always have your required equipment checklist. You need to prepare with your team and make sure you have everything on the checklist and make sure it's labeled. I love about Point Club is like their rallies are so organized, like the time, every single like person has a specific time.
So at 100 jumper shows, like the only time you can get like penalized and judged is when you're actually showing in the ring. But as Issa has said, like there's people around taking points off for all kinds of things. Yeah. In the barn, in the ring, and out everywhere.
If you are penalized for something and you find it unfair, I think it's just called inquiring, and like you can get back a lot of points. They're just different, but it's just like I like them, and I also like normal shows too.
So lastly, Issa said everyone in Pony Club, at least here, gets a ribbon, and that is not the case sadly in Hunters especially. If you are judged unfairly and you feel really bad about it, like don't feel bad because some judges can be really biased and maybe they only like chestnuts. They're gonna judge you down because they don't like your bay. Like some judges just suck and they're horrible. So don't feel bad. Like the judge does not define how you should feel about your rounds. So we hope you enjoyed this video and are enjoying our show series, and make sure you enter our giveaway.
I wore them today. I wore my black ones.
I'm wearing mine tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Bye!